Hello and welcome to this new live. I'm so happy I can stream this transmission today. I felt it was time to go live again in English, and I want to talk about identity today and also take advantage of this topic to share a little bit of my story and the reason why I decided to talk about identity. So this is Silvia, welcome to my channel. I am a self-mastery mentor and artist. When you desire to work with me, to play the power game with me, you can find the links useful for booking a session with me just below the description of this video. So it has been a while since I have shared content in English. This channel was born in English. I started to share content in English because I wanted to support people. I've always worked with power, with self-power, and this is, my main topic. Regardless the instrument, the tool that I do use, that it can be tarot, art, mentoring, whatever it is, I have always talked about self-power, and I've always supported people in living their own life in power, aware of who we are and of our own talents, and also aware of the fact that we can literally create the life that we desire the most. So this channel was born in English, as I said, and after a while, some months, there's maybe a couple of years, I received a message in English that was asking me to share something in Italian as well, because I was used to share every now and then a video in Italian. So I said, okay, let's go with Italian and let's, witness what is going to unfold for me and this channel. And at the same time, I kept on sharing in English as well. I had a phase where both of the languages were active here in the channel. And then I just went with Italian. Um, Hello, everyone who's joining me. Hello and welcome. So then what happened? I started to share just in Italian, but, and this is a but, I'm not just Italian. I mean, I do not just speak Italian. I also speak English, and it doesn't feel harmonious for me to just share content in Italian because I do have decided to help as many people as possible, to support as many people as possible, to live in power. Therefore, with English, I can reach many more people, many more humans, So welcome wherever you are from. You can write a question here in the chat when you are interested about self-mastery, living your life in power, and everything that regards the topic of this live stream, which is identity for today. So the thing is that we do feed more than one identity. We are more than one identity. As we do know, the quantum field lives within us, and in the quantum field, infinite versions of us do exist. Therefore, we can be more than one. And every day, for sure, we feed more than one. When we are with a certain person, we are a certain option of us, a certain variation of us. When we do meet someone else, we are in a different way. When we just stay by our own, for example, we are another way. So during the day, we do embody several characters. And this is because we are infinite. We truly hold infinite versions of us inside of ourselves. And the one that we focus on more lives in that particular moment. in regards, on where we are or where we are with, for example, and also who we decide to be in that moment, even though we are just by our own. So this is called identity. The embodiment of a version of us becomes an identity when we do focus on it and we dwell in it and we behave like that identity. That is our I amness. An identity is the way you embody a specific I amness. I am something that you do decide, and in that very moment, you are enlightening that version of you. Therefore, you are that version, and everything in your world is harmonious with that version. So, here today, I am sharing a concrete example of what it means to embody more than a version of who we are. So, I am not just Italian, I can also speak English. And when I do speak English, this is a version of me. I am embodying the English version of me, the English speaking version of me. And I am allowing myself to express who I am through it. This is just an example with language, but it can be with something else as well, with wherever you decide to choose, wherever you decide to pick, and literally to be. The I am something that you choose. This is the fuel that makes our world to move and to be harmonious with that I am, the specific something which I do choose. So this is so important and so powerful. We change our world by changing our I am and then something, the something that we choose. This is the fuel. This is the power. Underneath, every change that we can witness and live and experience in our world. This is what makes the world move. And when I say the world, I do mean our own universe. Because in my universe, I am the only jeweler. And the others are just characters, are versions of me, are mirrors of my I amness. But I am the only one in charge who gives power and life and words and actions to characters and objects and places and situations out there in my own universe, which is a mirror of my absolute I am. That is, I am everything. I am all that is. So you see the power of the I amness. When you state I am and then something, for example, I am a mentor, I am an artist, then all my word vibrates in those frequencies that match the artist version of me, or the English speaking version of me, or the Italian speaking version of me, or wherever it is. And because we are multifaceted, we do not have to repress ourselves. Instead, we are here to allow ourselves to be whatever version we decide to be at each given instant. And we do not have to give explanations of our choices, as we are the only one in charge of our life, the only authority in our own life. So you see, embodying the I amness is very powerful, and beyond this, it changes the way we approach the world, the way we approach our own life. the way we act, the way we behave, the way we speak, the way we move, the way we dress, eat, and all the other things to live life. When we live in power, when we dwell in self-mastery, we do not repress any part of ourselves. We allow the human versions of us to exist, because it is through these versions that our consciousness can experience life adventures, expressions, unique expressions of itself. So we want to keep our humanity. Meanwhile, we do remember that our consciousness is on top of it, commands our humanity. There are no reason why we have to say, no, do not express yourself to that specific version of us that we do decide to embody on that occasion, on that day, on that moment, on that second. There are no reasons why. We do allow ourselves to live them fully and completely, because through this experience, we do know something. We do know thyself better. And we do come back to who we are, pure consciousness, source of everything in our world. This is our power. And through this message today, I give you permission, through my example, to be whoever you decide to be. Because within yourself, there is a source of knowing which is pure, authentic, which is clear and powerful, and that knows exactly who you need to be in order to experience that something that will bring you back to who you are, to source, every time. So everything that you experience is right for you. Even though you may think that, no, it's not right, maybe there is something wrong here. No, there is not. There is always something right and perfect for you through the version of you who you decide to be. Trust your source. Allow yourself to be any version of you that you decide to be. Enjoy the experience as human, knowing that whatever it is you're going through, you have the power on it, because you are the only sovereignty of what you are living. Because as consciousness, you are on top of everything. You are the commander. And you are also the one who experiences things through your human body, through this, bodysuit, this vessel, this carnal vessel that brings you around and allows you to have human experiences as consciousness. So at the core, there is consciousness. Dress up like a human. And we are all unique versions of consciousness, all dolled up as humans, each one unique. So remember that you have permission to be any version you decide to be, that you have the power on top of everything and everyone, because everything and everyone in your world is a mirror of you, is a version of you who is showing you something about you again. So this is a one-player game. You are the player. You are the one who makes the rules. You are the one who plays. You are the one who enjoys the experiences. You are the one who gets to choose the versions of you to embody. It's always you. How do you feel? So let me know here in the chat how you feel when you hear these words of power, words of permission to be, permission to express yourself freely, permission to, avoid to give explanations for your choices. You don't have to give you don't have to give explanations. You don't have to explain yourself to others for your choices. And when you find someone who's asking you an explanation, that is you. Remember that is you asking yourself, why are you doing this? Why are you choosing this version of you? So that can be the mirror of you doubting yourself. So use that as a mirror and ask yourself, why I'm not sure about this choice? What is it here that makes me doubt? Where is it that I do doubt myself? And may this be the signal for you to come back instantly to source, to who you are, to your power, to your sovereignty. So, on my side, I have decided that it was the perfect moment today to show myself in English again and to open a wider portal to more people who are interested about living in self-mastery, in self-awareness, and in practicing with it every day, with everything, every instant, because every breath that we take, it's an opportunity to command something, to operate through our own power, to be aware of who we are, to remember who we are, and to act accordingly. Source never gives explanations. Source simply decides. Source chooses. Source commands. And it's just its own way to be. There are no emotions, those are human. It's just neutrality, it's just pure power in action. Doesn't this make you free? Doesn't this make you feel almighty? Well, you are. When you feel like that, you are. It's because you truly are. And this transmission today is for you to open your eyes on this and feel just relaxed to be in your power, just potent to be who you are, whoever you decide to be, whichever option and version you decide to embody. So remember, no explanations, just choose. There are only choices. There is only certainty when you jewel in your own sovereignty. And there is freedom to be, to embody whoever you decide to be. Also remember that there are infinite versions of you which allow you to experience other infinite versions of adventures, experiences here on earth. So why would you consider to constrict yourself and simply express some versions of you when you can be all that you decide to be. Do not limit yourself. Live fully and boldly through Source. When you will find this transmission and you want to leave a message, you want to leave your experience of your power, you're very welcome to do it here in the chat. You can leave a comment. The same for when you have questions, you can ask them in the chat and I will read them and take them as precious hints to create some content on them. I love very much to connect to you and to listen to what you have to tell me, because from you, which are mirrors of me, I can witness other versions of me we may not be aware of. Therefore, through you, I am aware of other aspects of me, and I can explore other topics that maybe I have not thought about, So, comment freely, just be respectful, and make sure to comment something that is harmonious with the topic of the transmission. So for today is identity, self-power, self-mastery, self-expression, choices, freedom to be. Many topics, all very deep and important. And you can place your question and comment here below. So I'm very happy that I have opened another portal today in this tongue, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you again, to sharing more and more, to keep sharing more and more in this language. And of course, when you desire my support, you are welcome, very welcome to book a session with me. Links are here below. Also, when you are new to the channel, you can subscribe so you will receive notifications for the live streams that I'm going to open as portals of power, and then for all the other content that I do share here on the channel. So for today, this is it. This is all. I hug you and I remind you to live through your power, and do not be ashamed of expressing yourself for who you are and your own authenticity. I may see you another time with some more powerful content. Bye for now. Take care.